Spirituality is so important to me. It has a special place in my heart. I've been going on my spiritual journey for about I don't know, I say about a year now. About a year. And it's taught me so many things. It's transformed me in so many ways. It's allowed me to shift my mindset in the way I think about life. It shifts the perception I have of the world. It's changed the way I, treat others, the way I connect with people. It's changed every aspect of my life. And I'm gonna tell you how. The first thing I started doing in my spiritual journey was meditating. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even know that I was going through my spiritual journey at first. I mean, see, my mom and my dad, they both came from a place of knowing, wisdom, true supreme beings. They had this radiant light within them. And of course, they passed that down to me. So I was already knowing about the spirituality side of things. I already knew that there's two sides of the world. As I was upcoming as a child, like I said, I knew about these things, and so of course here and there, I was researching and looking things up because at some point, I'm not gonna lie, my faith wasn't as strong as it is now. Of course, we all have to grow. I didn't really know, but I know now. But as I researched, as I got more in tune, as I started meditating, I started tapping into that spirit inside me, that wisdom inside me. And the more I got closer to Lord, the more my vibrations kept rising. The more I started cutting off these things. I'm not gonna lie, see, I was an introvert. I really always been that way. I always been an introvert, but that was really a good thing, and I didn't realize it. See, me being an introvert, I always knew people. Like, I would go to school, and I'd meet this one person, and through this person, showed me to other people, and now everybody know me. I'm walking down the hall, they be like, "Hey," you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, "Bruh, I don't know you." Like as an introvert, you get what I'm saying? But me being an introvert, I never had to deal with the side effects of not having true friends, or the side effects of those negative times where you think somebody is behind you and they got your back, but they don't. I ain't never had to go through none of that because I was always one of them people where I'm like, it's me. I'm by myself in a sense, which is not a good outlook to have, but hey, it brought me this far. Of course, I done changed up my ways and changed into a lot of different paths and a lot of different ways I've grown. But because I didn't have that ideology of, hey, let me require, or let me bring this whole, let me put everything into my friend group. I didn't have that type of mentality. I was like, hey, it's me alone. I don't got no friends. Which was not cool, to be honest. Which was not cool, but I'm glad it worked out that way. Me not connecting with people as much brought me disassociation within my life. And that's one thing that being closer to the Most High has taught me, to learn to cherish those in your life and truly connect with them. When you connect with people past all emotions, past your ego, you communion with their spirit and with their heart. That creates longer lasting relationships. That's how you keep people in your life, especially when you bring value to their life. They know they can come to you to talk about anything. They know you're not judgmental. That's how you keep relationships going. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Now, some people, to be honest, some people don't deserve all that. They don't deserve all your attention. They don't deserve your friendship. They don't deserve that companionship. And so they should be tossed to the side. How do you know? It's up to you. If you feel like they're using you, if you gotta second guess these things, they're most of the time they are. Because you shouldn't have to second guess anything. If a person makes you feel comfortable, they make you feel comfortable. Straight up. But that brought me to having, social anxiety issues that I had to work upon. I had to get past all that. And it was hard, but I love growing. I love elevating. I love continuing in life. It's the biggest thing we have as human beings. That's the biggest thing we have. We can shape our destiny and our future through our actions. So if we want to get good at something, we can do that. Our only limitation is ourselves. That's what makes it such a blessing to be in this human experience. See, a lot of people don't get to that point, and a lot of people stop their spiritual journey. I feel like once you start your spiritual journey, you can't stop, but some people, it's not meant for them. They just go through the lessons they go through, and then they eventually stop. But nah, spirituality is a thing that forgoes. It continues. It does not stop. You always have to elevate, and you always have to grow. But it's just not meant for some people. It's like a brick wall for them. Face plant. They can't go nowhere else. Boom. That's it. You learn your lessons up to that point, cool, but you can't go nowhere else. One thing about the spiritual journey, especially but this everybody's spiritual journey, I feel like. But you gonna go through things. You gonna go through a lot. And it's not, everybody's spiritual journey is different. Somebody's might be smooth sailing up until this point, everything collapsed. Now they gotta work their way back up. It could be in increments. Everybody's path is different. That's why you're a unique being. There's only one of you. That's why there's only one of you. You have to have the discipline, the willpower to continue. Yeah, you're on this journey, but you can't have the mindset to where I'm not gonna put no action forth. Because if you don't put no action towards your goals, towards your future, or towards anywhere you're trying to get to, you ain't gonna get nowhere. You're gonna stay in that same spot, and you're gonna wonder. You wanna know why you're gonna wonder? Because you're in a victim mindset. That is why. I'm not saying a lot of people are in that position, but majority of people is in that position. You gotta want to grow. But my spiritual journey took me out of depression. It took me out of social anxiety. It allowed me to start working on myself, working towards my goals, seeing the greatness in everything. Outside in nature, seeing the greatness in people. No matter what it is, I see the great in everyone. It is truly beautiful to see everything in light. But the only way you'll know if you're seeing everything in light, it's if at one point you've seen things in dark. And that's the thing. That's why I love that yin and yang so much. It tells a story. It tells so much, that yin and yang sign. But one thing I like to take away from it is, to get to the light, you got to go through the darkness. Mostly, sometimes you got to plunge through the darkness to get to the light. And it's the same thing with dark. If you want to get to the dark, you got to go through the light. It's the same way. It's all a warfare. Because if I go around somebody and they complete darkness and I'm complete light, but let me reframe, right? Everybody have good and bad in them. But say for instance, I'm 85, 95% light. They're 85, 95% dark. We gonna clash. I ain't gonna stand there and be like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna stand me neither. That's just how it is. Look at this, right? If a mother has twins, most of the time you're gonna have one that's more dark and one that's more light. I won't even say twins. It could be brothers, it could be sisters. No matter what it is, you're always gonna have one that's more towards the light and one that's more towards the dark. It's just how it works. It finds a balance within everything. And that's why nothing is completely bad and nothing is completely good. There's two sides to everything. Everything is a blessing and a curse. That's how I look at it. Now, some people may not have the same opinion, but that is what my journey has taught me. My journey has allowed me to become that sacred being of knowing, that true supreme being of light. It's allowed me to continue down this path thus far. It showed me that I'm a true chosen. I have not stopped, and I'm nowhere near the surface of what I can be in this lifetime. But I'm gonna continue to grow, continue to grind, continue to strive, be the best version of myself in every way possible, because that's me. Somebody else's goal might be to be the worst, and that's okay. I don't resent, I don't judge, in no way. You are who you are, and you're gonna be who you are at the end of the day. So I don't judge. I say, you know what, you got it, because I'm going this way, you can go that way. That's all it is. My journey has taught me so much, and it's going to continue to teach me so much. I just wanted to come on here and spread that message to anybody who's going or starting their spiritual journey. Remember, never give up, never quit. It's going to be hard, but just remember that you got to go through the darkness to get to the light. You have to go through those hard moments to build resilience within your mind, physical body, and your heart. You got to get through all that, and I know you will. Again, to anyone watching, I thank you. My name is Fizion, aka Sun Sun. You have a great rest of your day.